item to sell a trip.
To create a new liveaboard or vacation trip within Eve, we go to the Trips module and hit Trips and New. The first thing we can enter is the destination, and the destination might be as large as the Red Sea, or it may obviously be a destination onto a particular dive site. These choices are yours to make in that data destinations area that you'll have seen on previous of these videos. We enter a start date. We can use our up and down keys on the keyboard to enter that, or we could type in the date. Likewise with months and years, we could also of course use this calendar function that you'll see me doing for the end date. The trip number will have been assigned by Eve based on the options you have under the Tools Options menu, though you can of course change that as you see fit. These minimum and max numbers have come from the destination area within the data module of the minimum and maximum that you've set for that destination. We can assign members of staff who will be going on that trip. You can see I've added 2 there, and there are 2 areas here, one for notes that will print on the sales receipt or invoice when we book customers onto the trip, and one also for those that won't. These could obviously be just notes of reminders to your staff of what they need to check, what they need to ask customers with regard to, say, certification level, passport experience, etc. And that's all we need to do at this point to set up a trip. So, but there are some other options you may want to put in, such as if a passport is required and waivers are required. You can enter that information by just clicking the checkbox here, and that will mean that when we add customers to a trip, we'll be able to see whether they have filled in those waivers, and given us their passport details. Now that's for a trip which is more a vacation or a liveaboard trip. You could, if you wish, also do exactly the same under day trips, though day trips were originally designed for trips going out on some of your boats each day. And here you'll notice that the major difference is with regard to the comparison of day trips and trips, that we have a boat that we can select here. This time we will again select a destination as well. Same rules on the how we can adjust the dates. If there are start times that are appropriate, we can enter those, because these will appear on the timetable for a customer. And you'll note that again with day trips we have the possibility of saying that we're going to ask our customers to arrive, say, 60 minutes before departure, and we can put in the departure point. Minimum number and maximum number have come from what we set up here for the boat again. And again, if waivers and passport are required, enter those details down here. Same for notes that will appear on invoice or not on invoice, and again we can assign staff members who will be taking place on that particular trip. Now, one of the things you may want to do in this day trip situation is, once you've saved one trip, is if this is a trip that you do every day, one of the things you can do is then create a recurrence to reflect that. So having set up this original trip, I could click recurrence and, if necessary, say that this is a trip that I will be doing every day for the next year. So you'll see here I have put in every 1 day for the next year. Stock items are on another video, so we'll look at those times. But I could copy those stock items from this original trip or generate for each day trip using specific rules. Or that could be, for example, a weekly recurrence, and it could be that that weekly recurrence will be every Thursday, say, within those same time periods, or it could be monthly. Choose whether it's a particular day of the month or the first whatever day of every month. And again, you'll see you have options as far as yearly. Here I will select that it is weekly, and it's every 1 week. And just for now, I'm going to select this use predefined stock item rules. I hit OK, and Eve will ask me here to confirm that I do want to set up all of these trips that you see here. And when I hit OK, Eve in the background will have created all of those trips. And you can see those ones that you've just created by going to Day Trips Find. If I go to the Dates tab here and just look at those created right now, you will see there are those 52, i.e. 1 every week trips on that boat. So I've just created all of those day trips in the matter of a few seconds. And that's how you can create these vacation trips or these day diving trips within the Trips module in Eve.